week 3 of our quest for stability and ease and freeing up the pelvic area. So in today's practice, I do invite you to have a block available and a strap handy. We'll be working on freeing up through the hip creases and working our legs, which are that extension of the pelvis. So to begin, just to refresh and go over the pelvic floor exercises that we've been working on, I will invite you to begin by sitting back in your seat, maybe bringing your hands behind you. And then we're going to bring our attention to the Ashvini Mudra, working through the back of the body, through the anus by gently squeezing the buttocks and then gently bringing it up through the rectum and right into the anus. So gently squeeze in and up on your exhale, and then inhale, be the relax. All right. So again, let this be at your pace, at your breath, inhaling. And then on your next exhale, gently squeeze through the buttocks, through the rectum, and right into the anus. Squeeze in and up, and then relax. And let's do that one more time. As you exhale, gently squeeze through the buttocks, through the rectum, and right into the anus. Hold just for a moment now. Hold that all together, and then release the effort. And then allow yourself to come up, back up to an upright position. And as you do that, just again, be aware of those physical sensation, noticing whatever you notice without judgment. And now we're going to move towards the front, okay? So as you lean to the front, you want to bring your attention and awareness to the pubic symphysis, the front of the pubic bone. As you lean forward, that hopefully gives you a little bit more connection to that sensation, the front of the pubic bone. So your inhale, you just gently inhale, relax. And then as you exhale, just gently squeeze up through the front, the urethra, gently, like you're trying to hold the flow of pee, right? So gently squeeze in and up, and then relax. And again, I don't want this to be gripping as tight as you can. I want you to feel the contraction. As you exhale, gently squeeze, like you're gently closing and squeezing, and then release. And I want the release to be complete. So it's really important that you understand you don't want to maintain gripping. You have to be able to relax the muscular contractions. So again, inhaling softly, and then exhaling, bringing your attention into that area, gently squeeze, like you're squeezing and interrupting the flow. Squeeze in, and then inhale, relax. One more time, nice, long, slow inhale. And then on your exhale, drawing it in, squeeze, and then release. Great. Now bring yourself back to an upright position. Now we're going to bring our attention to the mula bandha, which is the perineal muscles. Those are those muscles that are like a hammock that you're sitting right on right now. The area between the urethra and the anus, the genitalia area there. So we're going to gently, like a hammock, try to squeeze in and up. So bringing that awareness and focus there. Taking your time, inhaling softly, relaxing everything. Exhaling, drawing in and up. And then inhale, soften. Again, inhaling, exhaling, drawing it in and up. And then relax. And then one last time. And release. Good. Now, pressing your hands, if you can, I'm going to invite you like you're tenting your fingers. So tense your fingers next to you and energetically keeping your feet on the floor, but I want you to feel this connection where you're trying to lift up your hips from the floor and feel that connection as you do that, and try to draw everything in and up as you're doing that, as you exhale. And then release. So you're going to be engaging a lot of those pelvic floor muscles just to do that type of engagement. So Just let it happen naturally. Press into your hands. Inhale. And then exhale, press up through the hips and pelvic floor. And feel the engagement of those muscles in that particular area. And then release. Good. All right. So that's the, now I want you to energetically bring it all together. The Ashwini Mudra, the Mula Bandha, the Swahili Mudra. So you're bringing it all in and up. Squeeze everything together. And then release. Let's bring it all together. Squeeze in and up. And then relax. So many times in a yoga class, when you do hear a teacher that might just say engage your pelvic floor muscles, it's really that combination of everything together, not unless they specifically spell out to you what they want you to do. But that's sort of energetically, it's sort of like the culmination of drawing it all in and up. And so for today's practice, I'm going to invite you to experience whatever feels right for you when I say that. If you want to just focus on working, isolating, because that's where you might need the work, I'll invite you to do whatever you wish to do. So if you want to do all of it together, go right ahead. If you want to isolate one or the other, let this be your practice to work on what you need to work on. All right, so we're going to begin now. I'm going to invite everyone to come onto your abdomen. Let's start in crocodile just to get ourselves focused and bring ourselves back into coming onto your belly. Extending your legs about hip width distance apart. Let your feet gently point out to the side of your mat. And then bring your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead on your arms. And just allow yourself to find the expression of this pose on your belly that feels right for you. Releasing the weight of your body and your effort so that you feel like the floor is holding you and supporting you. As you just take these few moments, discover the potential of your breath to flow naturally. We want to try to cultivate that smooth inhale with the smooth exhale, filling the belly all the way up with the breath. So you're taking a nice long, smooth inhale, like you're filling a balloon all the way up, and a long, slow exhale. The next time you take that long, smooth inhale, feel as if the pelvic region is grounding into the floor as you inhale. The ribs expand out to the side. And then as you exhale, releasing all the effort as you relax and breathe into that crocodile pose. Use this posture to release into the comfort of your breath. If you're noticing any trembling, any shakiness in the breath, just try to release that effort a little bit more so that it becomes a little bit more natural. And just notice as you continue to bring your awareness to the quality of your breath, it'll slowly begin to deepen it so the breath becomes more complete. That you start to cultivate a natural balance between your inhale and your exhale so that the inhale flows right into the exhale and the exhale flows right into the inhale without any pause. So you try to cultivate a seamless breath. The breath becomes deep, smooth, even, and allow the breath to be silent so that the breath is quiet. So the breath is complete, the breath is smooth, the breath is even, silent, and deep. And just allow yourself to enjoy this for 2 or 3 more breaths. Let go of the tension. As you slowly awaken now, make your way back into your child's pose. So using your hands and arms, pressing your hips back. I like to do nice wide knees, big toes touching, and press your hips as far back as you comfortably can in your physical body. Perhaps bring your forearms down to the mat and maybe even just press your head towards the mat. And as you get into this position, gently shift your hips and pelvis side to side and feel that release in the sacrum and the low back. And I want you to breathe deep into the pelvic area. So as you're here, feeling that expression of the breath, take a nice big deep inhale as you breathe deep down to the floor of the pelvis with your inhale. Feel an expansion of the perineal muscles even when you inhale here. This gives you an opportunity to try to access these muscles. And then exhale, release, and let go. One more time. And then slowly make your way back up onto all fours. And we're going to make our way onto our backs. Make sure you have next to you your block and a belt, okay? So just have them within reach. We're going to just do the pelvic reset. So remember that little series of exercises, which is so healthy for the low back. You're going to take your block on the widest width, place it in between your knees, feet on the floor, and see if you can have the big toes touching as you do that. I like to place my hands right on my hip bones so I feel that the back of my sacrum is nice and flat, shoulder blades down the back. For the posture, if you can, just you want your gaze to be looking up towards the ceiling and then just gently rocking your hips from side to side. The effort here is minimal. We don't want to, the knees do not have to touch the floor. What you're trying to do is just lift the one butt cheek off the floor and then rock the other side. Just go back and forth and to be aware of how this releases in the low sacrum. So this should be a nice release. And you do it 8 to 10 times. And then when you complete that, take your block and move it in the other side, the medium width, and place that between your inner thighs. And again, the same idea of rocking back and forth. Just gently lifting the butt as you go a little bit further now with the narrow width. You're going to notice that you're rocking. To get the hip up, you need to go a little bit wider. Good. Now take the block on the narrowest width and place that right between your inner thighs. And then you can separate your feet now so that you bring your heels closer towards your buttocks and your inner thighs are now squeezing that block. So the effort here is now inhale is relax. On your next exhale, squeeze your inner thighs, bring your awareness into the pelvic floor, come into a pelvic tilt where you gently flatten out the low back and squeeze from the inner thighs all the way up through the pelvic floor. Engage all of the bandhas and the mudras and squeeze it in nice and tight. Hold. And then relax. Release the pelvic tilt. Release the mudras. Release the bandhas and relax. It's just a gentle hold of the block, okay? So you're just maintaining that with a minimal squeeze, little effort. Inhale. Again, on your next exhale, start from the inner thighs, engage the inner thighs, engage the hips, the pubic bone, Ula Mula Bandha, Ashvini Mudra, squeeze, 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 tilt the pelvis back into the floor and lift just an inch off the floor. Feel that engagement as you maintain the action here. Continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. But still keep the engagement in the pelvic floor region. Take one more breath And then on your inhalation, slowly lower down and then relax. Relax all those muscles. And now release the block, take the block away, and then gently bring your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. So release any muscular tension by rocking side to side. I like to bring my knees together and I want you to circle in a clockwise direction. And as you do that, just imagine that you're hitting every number on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're hugging the knees close to your chest. 7, 8, 9, way out to the side. 10, 11, 12, all the way, so that you really hit all the numbers of the clock. Take your time to feel that. Do that at least 3 times. And then you're going to go counterclockwise. And again, take your time so you hit all those numbers and really work deep into the back muscles as you do that, and nice release in the lower back. And then you're going to extend both legs all the way out to the mat. Press your heels into the floor, toes up, so there's flexion in your feet. Extend your arms overhead. That's an inhale, so let's take a nice big inhale. Fill your lungs, fill your belly. Now on your exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Hug your knee with your hands. Exhale. And now inhale, extend the arms overhead, straighten the leg. Alternating legs, exhale, left knee into chest. Grab onto the left knee with your hands. Exhale. Inhale, extend your arms, extend your legs. So we're alternating legs with each exhale, bringing the knee into the chest as you exhale. Inhaling, extending arms and legs. Exhale, knee to chest. Hug it in nice and tight. We'll do one more set. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest with a hug. Inhale and extend. Last one, bring the knee into the chest and hug. Good job. Now inhale, extend both. On your exhale, can you bring both knees into your chest? Bring your forehead up towards your knees. Hug out any tension that you might be holding onto the back of your neck. Look for your strap. Lower your head. Place your left foot on the floor, and you're going to place the strap around the ball of the right foot. As you do that, you want to place your right hand on both straps. Gently draw your toes towards your face. Now, depending on your lower back, you can keep your left leg bent or extend the left leg to the floor. If your left leg is extended, press through the heel, toes up, and make sure you keep that left hip anchored and grounded. Now gently point your foot up towards the ceiling with a little bit of resistance so you can control that with your strap, and then flex, toes point towards your head, press through that. You're going to feel that in the hamstring. So point and flex, put as much resistance as you choose. This is your practice. The more you pull on it and give resistance, you're going to feel a little bit more tightness. And that really depends how your hamstrings respond to this, depending on this moment today. Notice how that feels. So keep pointing and flexing a few more pumps. This should feel very releasing the blood flow, energetic, to get the blood to pump back towards your heart. This is great for circulation. And when you're ready to relax, just relax. Don't pull or tug. Gently hold the strap now. We're going to inhale and lower the right leg out to the side, keeping your left hip grounded. So pay attention. We don't want the pelvis to start to tilt. I want you to maintain the integrity of the pelvic by gently opening up. Use the strap to help you get extension through the abductors of the right leg. Your left leg is very active. If it's extended, make sure you're pressing through the heels, toes flex, shoulders on the ground. Take a nice big deep inhale here. On your exhale, gently bend the right leg, bend the knee, and then inhale, straighten the leg out and see if the body will go a little bit further. Exhale, bend the knee with the strap. Next inhale, see if you can go even further. Just invite the body to use the breath to see if you can get a little bit more extension through the inner thigh. If you're very flexible and you don't really feel this, you might want to draw the leg up towards your shoulder, and that'll add a little bit more, but don't overdo it. You don't want to hyperextend the back of the leg, but you want to feel a nice stretch. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, I'm going to invite you to soften the knee as you guide it up towards your midline. All right, and now as you come towards your midline, you're going to switch hands. Place your left hand on the strap. Your right arm can go out to the side, shoulder blades down, and then you're going to guide that right leg across. This is a twist, so be very mindful now of the back. You can allow the hip to lift now, so the pelvis starts to tilt. So be mindful of how that feels in your body as you bring your leg up, over, and across. Try to maintain where your shoulder, your right shoulder, and your right arm are grounded as you bring the leg across your body. Remember, the destination is you don't have to touch the floor. I want you to feel the stretch now here. You're going to feel this through the whole right hip, back muscles, through the leg muscles. Just enjoy the stretch, but stop when you need to. Take another big inhale. And then as you exhale, bend that right knee and then bring your leg back up to center. Slide your left, bend your left knee, slide your left foot on the floor, cross your right ankle over the left knee. You can release the strap now. Gently take the right hand to the right thigh and press the right thigh away. So you're going to feel this nice stretch now in the inner thigh, right in the crease of your right hip. So what I'm going to invite you to do now is just take your right thigh, like a little butterfly movement, bring the knee in towards your midline and press it away. And do that a couple times. And you're going to feel that right in that hip crease. So this should be very promoting the flow of blood into that hip socket. So hopefully if you're feeling any pain or discomfort doing this, just back away, don't do it. If it feels nurturing, hopefully, continue. Keep the right thigh gently pressed away. And now if you'd like to, energetically, don't use your arms. Okay, so I want you to gently lift your left thigh up and bring that knee in towards your chest. All right, and if you can do it without hands, you're going to really increase that energetic capacity. Engage now. You're going to feel this through the hips, through the buttocks, and see if you can engage your pelvic floor muscles here at any level that you choose to. Feel that engagement. And don't get your neck or shoulders into this. So keep your arms on the floor. Use your hips, your thighs, and all the muscles of the lower body to engage this. Take one more breath here. And then if you'd like to rock, just gently rock back and forth like we did in the pelvic reset. Just feel that sensation in the lower body. Come back to center, lower the left foot to the floor and cross the right. Lower that to the floor. Hug your left knee into your chest. And then reach for your strap. And place the strap on the sole of the left foot. Notice how that feels. As you arrange the strap on your left foot, pressing your left foot up towards the ceiling, your right hand will go on the right hip point if you're extending the right leg. If you choose to keep the right knee bent, of course, if that feels better in your low back, go right ahead. Remember, you need to adjust these practices so that it feels right in your body. If your right leg is extended, make sure the heel is on the ground, toes pointed up and foot flexed. That creates length in the right leg, and then press the heel of the left foot up towards the ceiling to where you feel comfortable here. If your hamstrings don't like to go straight, keep your knee bent. Work in a way that makes sense for you and your body to get the sense of maximum effort without any sense of discomfort or pain. Now, if you have, again, begin to point and flex the foot. So now let this energy work up through the back of this calf muscle, pumping back and forth. Get the flow of blood up your leg towards your heart and working it with resistance. So there's a lever, so you can make this more difficult for yourself by giving resistance, or you can make it whatever you need it to be for your practice today. So feel that energetic movement of energy going up and down the leg, that connection. Remember to breathe with that. And then when you feel a certain level of fatigue, and then relax. Once you relax that for a moment, relax your grip and tension. And then when you're ready, inhale, nice big deep inhale. On your exhalation, gently guide the left leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. And feel that adduction going on in your legs and inner thigh muscles. Make sure the pelvis doesn't start to tilt. So if you feel your pelvis is tilting, reset. Bring the hip back, right hip back on the floor, and then gently lower the left leg out until you can feel you can maintain a level of integrity in the sacrum here, working with the inner thigh stretch. Shoulders down the back. Looking maybe up towards the ceiling so the back of the neck is soft and relaxed. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Keep breathing into that space. Inhale, extend. On your next exhale, gently bend the left knee. Small bend. And then inhale, extend and see if the body releases a little bit more. And then bend, exhale. And then last time, inhale, press through the heel of the left foot. Press through the heel of the right foot. So you're energetically pressing out through both legs. Feel that connection through both legs, really pressing through the heels, working through the toes. Feel that energetic connection. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your left knee and gently guide the leg back up to center. As you cross the midline of your body, you're going to switch the strap from your left hand to the right. And now, as you start to gently roll the left leg across your body, you can allow the left hip to lift up. Try to maintain integrity in the shoulders by extending your left arm. That gives you a certain level of balance. As you bring the leg across your body, you should feel that deep into the gluteus maximus of your hips. You're going to start to feel it in the back muscles. Let yourself roll to a place of feeling maximum effort or stretch without any discomfort. And breathe here. So find the breath. Can you find, as you inhale, to breathe deep down right into the left hip, as if you're sending nourishing inhalation. Feel that energetic connection as you press, as you inhale. Exhale, soften. One more, please. Nice big long inhale. Breathe deep into that left hip. And when you begin your exhalation, bend your left knee. Gently guide the leg back up to center. Slide your right foot in. Bend your right knee. Now cross your left ankle over the right knee. You can remove the strap now. And then I'll invite you to take your left thigh and place your left hand right onto that left thigh bone. Press the thigh bone away from your body so you feel that opening in the crease of your left hip. This is really nourishing. You're opening up the hip, and then with the left hand, gently move the thigh bone back and forth. Bring the knee towards your midline and then press it away, like you're doing little butterfly knee flutters. And this just increasing energetic connection, getting the blood flow right into the hip joint. And then gently press the thigh away. Keep it away from the body without now releasing your arms. Lift your right knee up towards your chest without your arms. As you do that now, you're going to feel an opening through the left hip and glute. Feel that stretch. Flex your feet. So once you engage your feet and then engage your pelvic floor muscles, engage without using your arms, without bringing your shoulders into this. Let all the energy come up through the pelvic floor muscles, engaging the inner thighs and the hips. Engage, engage, engage. And then as you exhale, relax all the engagement and then gently rock pelvis from side to side. Little pelvic reset. And then place your feet flat on the floor. Good. And then hug both knees into your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your nose up towards your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then place both feet flat on the floor. And then roll onto your side. So maybe facing the camera, whatever side that is for you so you can see me. You're going to stack your knees and stack your ankles. And I'm choosing to rest on my forearm where my elbow's under my shoulder. Some of you, we're going to do some side, we're going to do clamshells. Some of you might find this is too much for your neck and shoulder and might prefer to rest your head like on a pillow on your arm. That's an option. So I want you to know, find the method that feels supportive for you. But again, I am choosing to place, if you're up on your arm, make sure you get that elbow underneath your shoulder. Your shoulders are stacked. Your hips are stacked. Your knees are stacked. Ankles are stacked. Okay, so we're going to work from here, working from your ankles connected. Stay through that connection. And energetically, you're just going to lift the knee up like a clamshell. And I want you to feel that opening and then exhale, engage. All right, we're going to do that 10 times. Lift as you're doing that, as you lift, and then release. And then lift. As you lift, now I want you to feel that connection through the pubic floor. Maybe energetically bring it in. Exhale, release, inhale. Exhale, open and squeeze. Draw that energy up and release. Squeeze as you open and release. I think we need to do 5 more. I don't know, but we'll do 5 more, everyone. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Last one. Open and hold. Good. Continue to draw that energy up through the pelvic floor. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release. Good job. All right, we're going to switch to the other side now. So come on up. Move on to the opposite side. Remember, stacking your elbow above, underneath your shoulder, or use your arm. Lay down on the arm, stacking your hips over one another, knees and ankles. So to keep length in your spine. If you're up on your elbow, back of your neck is long. So the inhale is the release. As you exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, soften. And then open, squeeze. Inhale. Squeeze on the exhale. Inhale, open. Inhale, release. Exhale, open and squeeze. And release. Open and close. Open and close. We'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. Make your way onto all 4s. Palms underneath your shoulders. We're going to step back to plank. Find your plank pose. Strong connection. Shoulder blades down the back. Zip up your zipper so you really feel that connection through your core. And engage the pelvic floor muscles. Feel that connection. Then relax. And bend your knees and bring yourself into your downward dog and pedal your feet. And walk your feet halfway up your mat. So you come into a forward fold, grab onto your elbows and hang. Gently ragdoll side to side. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way out and up, palms to touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Relax your shoulder blades. Feel engagement here. Thumbs at your heart center. Take a nice big deep inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips back into your chair pose. Inhale, rise up, lift your arms up. Exhale, come back to chair. Shift your hips back, hands to heart. Inhale, rise up, reach. Exhale, remember when you come into chair, you're sitting your butt way back. Feel that engagement. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale, chair. You're going to add a side bend here. Inhale, up. As you exhale, side bend to one side. Inhale, up. Exhale, come to chair. Use your quads and your glutes. Inhale, up. Side bend to the opposite side. Nice big stretch. Inhale, up. Exhale to chair. Hands to heart. Inhale, up. Repeat. Side bend, opposite side. Feel the side stretch. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up, side bend the other side. Now inhale, up, exhale, chair. Now we're going to move into an inhale, up. Now as you exhale, come into chair, but add a twist. One arm in front, one arm behind. Good. Inhale, up. Extend your legs. As you exhale, bend your knees like you're going into chair, but add a twist. One arm in front, one arm behind. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, come into chair, but add a twist. Look over your shoulder so you feel that twist in the back. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist like you're sitting in a chair, but add the arms with expansion. We'll do that one more set. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, arms extended. Inhale, up. Last time, exhale, twist. Now I'm going to invite you to inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart, twist, elbow to knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair, twist, opposite side, elbow to knee. We're going to continue. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, elbow to knee. If you can't get the knee to the elbow, that's okay. Do the best you can. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, elbow to knee. We'll do one more set. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, elbow to knee. Last time. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, elbow to knee. Good job. Inhale, up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders forward and up and down your back. Again, shoulders forward and up and down your back. One more time. Forward and up and down your back. Good. Separate your legs. Nice hip width distance apart. So, I'm going to move a little bit more into some standing poses, finding integrity here. Make sure that you're feeling grounded through your feet, rooting down. Now inhale, you're going to point your right foot towards the front of your mat and lift the heel so you're coming up into a lunge. Okay, so the right knee is bent. Remember, knee over ankle. Back foot, find that comfortable distance for your body. You want to find stability, stability. So we're going to inhale, lift your arms up, straighten the front leg. Then we're going to do an exhale, fists of fire. Okay, bend that knee. Inhale up. Next time you do fists of fire, you have a choice. Bend the front knee and maybe dip the back knee a little bit. If that feels okay, root to rise, inhale up. And then exhale, again, last time. Drop the knee, and then inhale up. Exhale, maintain your arms overhead, and just come into a high lunge. Good. Feel the integrity of just finding the balance. And we're going to now move into a power lunge. So the inhale is a lift, straighten the leg. As you exhale, bend the front leg, sweep your arms behind you, exhale. And then inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Now exhale, bend. Good. Now I'm going to invite you here, bring your hands to your heart. And you have a choice. You can stay here or bring your elbow to your knee so you come into a twisted lunge. So there's a choice. If you have your elbow to the knee, look down at your right foot. So I want you to bring your gaze down to the foot. Focus and transfer your weight onto that right leg. As you do that, lift the back foot and step it up to meet the front. So you're in a chair with a twist. Take one more breath here. Now inhale, rise up, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. You're going to make your way back into the twist. So come back into chair. Bring your elbow to the knee. Look down at your right foot. Transfer your weight into the right leg. Lift the heel of your left foot. And now step back into your lunge. A little tricky. Now bring both hands down to the floor and step back into a downward dog. Take a big deep inhale and a big deep exhale. Take one more breath. As you exhale now, step the right foot forward. And then inhale back up to lunge, high lunge. And then exhale, come face the long edge of your mat, come into five-pointed star. Nice big expansion. Expand at all limbs, press your feet into the floor, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, take a little squat. Inhale, rise and reach, five-pointed star. Exhale, back to center. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, five-pointed star. Back into center, excuse me. From here, come back, up, arms down by your sides. Point your left foot towards the back edge of your mat. Lift the heel of your back foot to come into a high lunge. Find your balance between effort and ease. So if you need to step your back foot forward, go right ahead. But as you balance in a high lunge, find stability, find your focus. Remember drishti, focusing at a single point. Inhale now, straighten your legs. As you exhale, bend your fists of fire, bend your knees, squeeze. So you can stay just in this movement, inhale, lift. But if you choose to bend both knees, you can add both knees. I want you to know you have a choice. Inhale, extend and reach. Fists of fire again, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Last time. Root to rise, come all the way up. And now we're going to move through what we call power lunge, all right? So straighten your legs. As you exhale, bend your knees, hinge from your hips, and come into power lunge. Arms behind you, flat back. And then use your arms like levers to lift up nice and tall. Straighten your legs. As you exhale, bend your knees. Come into that forward lunge. Flat back, extension of your arms. Last time. Inhale, rise up. Now as you exhale, come into that power lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. This is, again, options here. You can choose to stay here. Or if you'd like to add the twist, bring your right elbow to your left knee. Or modify it any way you need to in a twisted lunge. Look down at your left foot. Let that be your drishti point. Transfer your weight into the left leg. As you slowly lift the heel of your right leg, step your right foot forward to meet your left foot. So now you're in chair with the twist. Inhale, rise up tall. Extend your arms, extend your reach. And then we're going to make our way, exhale, back. Hands to heart. Sit back in chair. Chair with a twist. Bring your elbow to your knee. Now look down at your left foot. Step your right leg back. So you come back into a twisted lunge. From here, you're going to inhale, come back up to a high lunge. Sweep your arms all the way up. As you exhale, face the long edge of your mat, come into five-pointed star. Inhale here, place your hands on your sacrum. Firm up through the front of your pelvis, root down to through your feet. Lift your sternum, open up your heart, take a back bend as you lift up. And then on your exhalation, still with your hands on your sacrum, come into a half fold. Good. Let your hands slide down your legs. Bend your knees. Hands on just above your knees. Cat and cow here. So as you inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your sternum. Now when you exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone. I want you to draw all your energy in and up and squeeze through the perineal floor muscles. Draw that in and up. And then inhale, lift your tailbone, broaden your collarbone, look forward and up. And then on your exhale, I want you to come into that cat and cow, the cat pose, and squeeze all that energy. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then inhale, lift. One more time. Exhale, squeeze that energetic quality. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then slowly let your hands slide down your legs towards your ankles. Bow your head to the floor. So you're in a wide angled forward fold. Feel the opening through the hips structure. Gently shift your pelvis to the right, center, left, center. Very small move. Just shift your hip to the right, to the center, to the left, to the center. Now bring both hands over to the right ankle or right foot or right leg in any way you can to get a nice stretch. Come back through center and bring both hands over to the left ankle or the left thigh, the left knee, wherever you need to be to get this nice twist. And then come back to center. Good. Bend your knees. Heel toe in. Heel toe in. Feet about hip width distance apart. Grab onto your forearms. Forward fold again. Stretch your spine. Root down through your feet. Release your arms out to the side. Come all the way out and up. Palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart. And then just observe. Let your hands come down by your sides. Shoulders forward and up and roll them back. And notice the energetic qualities of moving in that way, deep in. We did a lot of deep leg work, opening up the hips, the legs, and just notice how well that feels. I'll invite you to pick up your strap. We're going to work leg extension. So I'm going to invite you to hold your strap, each end in each hand. And you're going to step your left foot onto the strap. So your right leg will be the standing leg. So I want you to find an ability to just hold on to the strap with the left hand. I like to place my right hand on my hip. Now my right leg is this standing leg. Now if you need to be near a wall for balance, please work your way towards something so you feel stable. Doesn't mean, even just sometimes one finger on the wall is enough to give you stability and you can really get a lot out of the pose. So if you're feeling like your balance today is somewhat off, do not hesitate to use a wall behind you for some support, right? But now your right leg, root down through the four corners of your right foot, big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel. Get grounded in that right leg and transfer the weight on the right leg. And now energetically take the left foot slightly forward. We're going to work our way up first in front. So as you transfer that weight, try to remember, keep that right knee slightly bent like a shock absorber. And then when you're ready, lift that left leg up. Try to see if you can keep the toes pointing up and then lower. See how that feels. And then lift up again and lower. And then one more time, and then we'll hold. This time when you lift it up, you need to adjust the strap. Stand up as tall as you can. Crown of the head lifted. Root down through that standing leg. And if you can, slowly start to open up the leg out to the side. Feel that connection through the inner thigh. Root to rise. Lift up. Try not to sink. You guys are doing awesome. Good job. And then come back to center. Lower down. Woo. And release. Good job. And then shake it out. And notice what happens to your heart rate, right? When you start to challenge your balance, your heart rate starts to get, your body starts to get into that sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight, because you're challenging your balance. So you're like, oh, I'm going to fall. And then you're working that. So just breathe now. Take a few nice big deep inhales. And then exhale out through your mouth. And do that again. And notice how those simple inhales and exhales can help to relax and lower your heart rate. Now we're going to try the other leg. And again, if you were struggling with balance, stay close to a wall. Even if I just have one finger on the wall behind me, it really helps me to have a good level of stability. Make sure now your left foot is grounding down, all four corners. Stand as tall as you can. And we're going to do 3 leg lifts. So inhale, extend the right leg up, toes point up, crown of the head lift, exhale, lower. Again, lift and lower. Next time we lift, we're going to hold. So find your way up to lift, hold. Find your posture, stand nice and tall, root up, root down through the left leg, lift up tall. See if you can open out to the side. And notice one side doesn't work quite the same as the other. You can get it out to the side and hold. See how that feels. Take one more breath here. And then exhale back to center and release. Good job. Great. Good balancing, everyone. Good effort. All right. So inhale, open your arms wide. As you exhale, cross your right arm over your left. Bend at your elbows. Depending on, first give yourself a hug. That's one way. And then just gently look from side to side. That opens up the back muscles. If it's available for you, bring your back of your hands to touch, palms to touch, eagle arms. Just notice how that feels. Now, if you can from here, I want you to sit back in your chair, take a small chair pose, transfer your weight into your right leg, and now you're going to cross your left knee over your right. So we're moving towards eagle pose. You can drop the toe on the floor if you need to, or lift the toe and squeeze. So really imagine now engage all those, the perennial muscles now squeeze your knees, your inner thighs, and all those pelvic floor muscles get really engaged in this pose. Squeeze, 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 and release. Okay, unwind your arms. Just shake your arms out, shake your legs out, and feel that connection there, right? A lot of energetic connection. We'll do the other side now. So, crossing now your left over your right. You can give yourself a hug first, or palms together, or back of your hands together, whatever works for you. Inhale, and as you exhale, sit back in your chair. And again, listen to your body. As you transfer the weight into your left leg, cross your right knee over your left. You can keep the big toe touching on the floor if you need to maintain the integrity of balance. But if you can lift the toe, try that. Before you even lift the toe, engage, squeeze your knees, your inner thighs, squeeze all the pelvic floor muscles. And once you get that engagement, see if you can lift the toe. And you might notice that it works just a little bit better. It might not. Don't worry if it doesn't. Just engage, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. When you're ready to release, come on out. Separate your legs wide, arms wide. Inhale, arms up. Interlace your hands, press your palms up to the ceiling. Side bend from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Woo. And then come back to center. Hands to knees and thighs. For those of you who want to go deeper, we're going to go deeper into a squat, malasana squat. If you find that malasana squat's not good for your knees, sit on a block. Option here. Sit, prayer hands. This is a great alternative. Thumbs to heart. If you like malasana squat without the block, you can release the block. Drop your hips to the floor. Wherever you are now, engage those perennial muscles. Feel that pelvic floor engagement. Use it deep. This is a perfect pose to really feel that connection. Take one more breath. And then when you exhale, release. Let yourself slowly come onto the mat, the floor. Extend your legs wide. Hands to the thighs, to the shins, to the ankles. Come into that wide angle forward fold. Bow your head. Pause here for just a moment. And then inhale. Come back up through center. And now as you exhale, I want you to bend your left knee. So I'm not mirroring you, so left knee gets bent. The right leg is extended, the toes are up. So we're going to take your right hand to the opposite ankle, to your left ankle. Hold onto your ankle. So you want to bring this foot as close in as you comfortably can. Press out through the extended leg. We're going to do a side bend. So take your left arm up and over and side bend, reach as if you're trying to grab the toes of your opposite foot, but come back up with a nice bicep curl. All right, so let's work that 2 more times. Inhale and reach and stretch it out. And then exhale, bicep curl up with a nice strong arms. Last time, inhale, reach and stretch. So you can hang out here. For those of you who might want to go deeper, see if you can take the bent knee foot and walk it away from your body. The more you walk the foot away from your body, you're going to increase the stretch, but watch your back. If this is twinging or not comfortable in your back body, stop. And just enjoy the stretch wherever you are to get a maximum benefit of a side bend stretch. Take a big inhale, breathe deep, inhale, and then exhale. Next inhale, make your way up. Bring your hands behind you Extend that leg out, lift your sternum, lift your heart, and look up. Breathe, engage your pelvic floor muscles. Lift the hips up off the floor even. Feel that engagement, and release. Bend your right knee now. Bring the heel in as close as you can into your pubic bone. Hug the knee for a moment. Engage the left leg. Take the opposite arm. So your left hand grabs your right ankle. We're moving into side bend stretch. So bring your right arm up and over and stretch across, and then bicep curl up. Nice big strong biceps. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale, stretch and reach. Go for that side bend stretch, best you can. And if you choose to, take the bent knee foot and walk the toes away from your body, and you're going to feel a deeper stretch in the shoulders and in the back muscles. Again, if this doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. If you're enjoying the stretch, breathe into it. Take a nice big deep inhale wherever you are. Breathe into those side muscles, back muscles, shoulder muscles, leg muscles. The whole body is really working here. Breathe in, exhale out through the mouth. One more inhale, come on up. Exhale, extend your legs, arms behind, lift your sternum, lift your heart, lift your hips and pelvis, come up. And then exhale, lower the hips down. Walk your hands slightly in front. Take a forward fold. Bow your head in. You guys have done amazing work. We're making our way back to relaxation. Release your back of your body. Just close your eyes a moment here. Go into that forward fold. Reach deep inside. Notice the physical sensations. Make your way back up. As you come on up, we're going to come onto our back. We're going to do one more pose on our back body before we do relaxation, Baddha Konasana. So I'll invite you, some of you might like to use a, if you want to put a block actually don't do a block, just place the soles of your feet together. If you open up your knees and you find tension there, place a block under your thighs. All right, so if for a pillow or a prop, shoulder blades down in the back, and just find the space when you place the soles of your feet together and open your hips, what feels comfortable for your body. So adding the support underneath the knees can take away any unnecessary tension you might be feeling in the pelvic area. But while you're here, just let your hands rest lightly on your pelvis. And I want you to breathe deep into your fingertips. Breathe deep into the air of your pelvic bowl. There's a deep connection between the pelvic floor diaphragm and the diaphragm of your lungs. And I want to see if you can just bring a sense of awareness into a slight sensation maybe there. So as you breathe in, as you inhale your diaphragm muscle between your lungs and your abdomen, gently as you inhale, gently pressing down on the belly. That's what makes the belly expand. At the same time, the pelvic diaphragm is also expanding. And then as you exhale, that diaphragm gently draws in and up, as does your pelvic floor diaphragm. So there's a connection there between the breath and the pelvic floor. So inhale, I want you to breathe deep into the pelvic area, feel an expansiveness. And then as you exhale, release. So breathe down deep into the pelvic floor. Let's do that one more time. And exhale, soften totally. Bring your knees together. Soles of the feet flat on the floor. Now separate your knees as wide as your mat and bring your knees to touch towards the middle now. So you go in the opposite way and just feel that release in pelvic area. Extend your arms in a T now. And now open your legs and just do windshield wipers, one side and then the other. And I'm just going to invite you to just do windshield wiper legs in a way that feels right in your body, back and forth. Good. And then drop both knees over to your right. Take a moment here to just witness and observe how that feels. Breathe deeply into the body. Nice big, long, slow inhale. And a long, slow exhale, just letting go. And then when you're ready, lift your knees, shift your hips an inch or two to your right, and then lower your knees to the left. And again, be aware of those physical sensations. And I want you to breathe deep down into the pelvic region. Nice big deep inhale. And maybe exhale out through the mouth. Again. Exhaling out. Making your way back onto your back and getting ready now, preparing yourself for your relaxation. Take any last minute pose your body might need, another stretch if you need to take a big long inhale, long body stretch, go ahead. And then when you're ready to exhale out, bring your arms down by your sides. Maybe windshield wiper your feet from side to side, letting your hips and pelvis rock from side to side. If you like to just gently point and flex your feet and let your whole body rock back and forth. This is a really nice, just rock back and forth and see if you can get your whole back body to just rock back and forth with your feet pointing and flexing. It's a nice massage on the back body. It's also sending a lot of signals to your nervous system. Gently release and then let go totally of any movement, any control of your body. Let the backs of your hands come onto your mat and prepare yourself for your relaxation. So take whatever props you need to allow yourself to enjoy these last few minutes of your practice. Begin to settle, preparing for a relaxation pose. Your back is on a firm surface. Your legs are naturally spread apart. Your arms a comfortable distance away from your body. Palms up in a gesture to be open to receive. Invite your body to release all tension as you soften into this pose. And just acknowledge how we hold ourselves as you let the weight of your physical body release. And feel the supports beneath you. And then invite your mind to relax. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, so that for the next few minutes you can rest, relax, and rejuvenate, and allow all the effort of the practice to seal its benefits into the DNA of your cells. As you bring your attention, to cultivate an effortless breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly with each inhale and each exhale as you try to create a smooth, even, rhythmic breath. Invite to release any tension, any trembling, any shakiness in the breath, and let go of that effort. Allow the breath to grow smooth and even. The flow of the inhale flows right into the exhale with your own cadence. Let this cadence be natural for you and allow the breath to grow silent, deep, and the breath is complete. That you complete each inhale and each exhale. That it's a seamless breath continuing in a capacity to feel and experience the space of consciousness that resides within your own body. As we explore this area with the flow of awareness, relaxation, so that with each inhale, you're going to allow your breath to explore the furthest point all the way up to the upper extent of your inner space to the crown of your head. And with each exhalation, we'll be exploring the lowest extent of inner space of your body as I guide you to different points on each exhalation. So allow your breaths to be sweeping upwards on the inhales and downward on the exhales. As you inhale all the way up to the crown of your head, and when you get to the crown of your head, begin your exhalation all the way down to the furthest point to your toes. And then as you inhale from your toes all the way up to your crown, and then exhale from your crown all the way down to your toes. Inhale from your toes all the way up to your crown. And now as you exhale, exhale from your crown down to your ankles. Inhale from your ankles all the way up to your crown. And then exhale from your crown to your ankles. Inhale from your ankles to your crown. And then exhale from your crown now down to your knees. Inhale from your knees all the way up to your crown. And then exhale from your crown down to your knees. Inhale from your knees up to your crown. And now exhale from your crown down to the perineum, which is at the base of your spine. From the perineum all the way up to the crown. Exhale from the crown to the perineum. Inhale from the perineum up to the crown. And exhale now from the crown to your navel center. Inhale from your navel center up to your crown. And then exhale from your crown to your navel center. Inhale from your navel center up to your crown. And exhale from your crown down to your heart. Inhale from your heart up to your crown. Exhale from your crown down to your heart. Inhale from your heart up to your crown. And now exhale from the crown to your throat. Inhale from your throat to your crown. Exhale from your crown to your throat. Inhale from your throat up to your crown. Now exhale from your crown to your center of your forehead. Inhale from the center of your forehead up to your crown. And exhale from your crown to the center of your forehead. Inhale from the center of your forehead to your crown. And now exhale from your crown out through your nostrils. Inhale from the nostrils up to the center of your forehead. And then exhale between these 2 points, the center of your forehead and your nostrils. Inhale from the nostrils to the center of your forehead. Exhale from the center of your forehead out through your nostrils. Inhale from the nostrils to the center of your forehead. And now release any explicit movement from point to point as you just allow your body to rest for another minute. And just let your mind reside in the entirety of this space. If you can, just be the witness to this pulsation of a pranic sensation. This is an extraordinary place within of your inner space of consciousness. And allow yourself to be bathed in this pranic vitality. Just maintain this space. We're going to try to maintain and cultivate the same energetic quality now, but I'm going to invite you to bring yourself from a reclined position to a meditative position of sitting, if you choose to. If you want to stay laying down, that's up to you, but if you can, bring yourself to a seated position and do this from a meditative position and just be aware of that. So find a comfortable seated meditative position with your head, your neck, and trunk aligned, and use any props that you may need to feel more stable. If you want to rest against a wall, or just any props you need to be stable and steady, creating a stable base at your pelvis, and feel that base of support. Try not to collapse, but your arms are resting comfortably on your thighs or your knees. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your neck is comfortably aligned with your spine. And just withdraw your mind and your body inward again to that space that which your body occupies. An energetic awareness of this neutral vertical alignment in your spine, your neck, and your head. And allow your body to naturally settle and find its stillness here. Just observe the awareness of the breath at the navel region, just to reestablish an awareness of a smooth and effortless diaphragmatic breath. And allow your breath to deepen and grow more subtle. Allow your breath awareness to help the body release that physical tension or any chronic knots that may be holding on to. So use the props around you to be relaxed. And then begin to deepen that breath. Feel that pulsation now right at your navel center. Allow your mind to be consciously aware of this inner space, which we'll explore in this next practice of breath awareness, Aharana Pranayama. Allowing your self-awareness to travel to a series of locations in your body with your self-awareness focused at each location, being aware only of the feeling of the breath at each location, feeling your self-awareness and a pranic pulsation as a single experience of emerging energy. At most locations, we'll take one effortless breath, but that will guide you. Let this be a cadence that's relaxed and natural for your own body. As you're guided through these points, rather than forcing your breath to be artificially short or long, let it be your natural cadence. So I'll invite you now to bring your attention to the center of your forehead. Allow your awareness just to rest at this point. Just remain relaxed as you breathe here. Try not to put any pressure on your eyes as you breathe complete breaths, breath in and breath out. And just invite your mind to feel its self-awareness at the center of the forehead. Now, you're going to bring your awareness to each of the following points as you take one relaxed breath. Your center between your eyebrows, one breath. Your eyes, 1 breath. Your nostrils, 1 breath. Your throat, 1 breath. Your shoulders, 1 breath. Your upper arms, 1 breath. Your elbows, 1 breath. Your wrists, 1 breath. Your palms, 1 breath. Your fingertips, 2 breaths. Palms, 1 breath. Wrists, 1 breath. Elbows, 1 breath. Upper arms, 1 breath. Shoulders, 1 breath. Throat, 1 breath. Heart center, 1 breath. The bottom of the sternum, 1 breath. Navel center, 1 breath. Pelvic center, 1 breath. Perineum, 2 breaths, base of the spine. Pelvic center, 1 breath. Navel center, 1 breath. Bottom of the sternum, 1 breath. Heart center, 1 breath. Throat center, 1 breath. Nostrils, 1 breath. Eyes, 1 breath. Eyebrow center, 1 breath. Center of the forehead, 3 breaths. And now release any effort at all with any attention or any focus on following the breath at any particular point. Just being aware of that pranic energetic field within, that inner space. So when you are ready, I'll invite you to bring your hands to your heart. Maybe place one hand on the other or both palms together. Bow your head and just find gratitude to that inner space that supports the body, the mind, the breath. And just acknowledge this pulse of life to your inner guide, to your inner light. Rub your palms together now. And then I'll invite you to cover your eyes with the palms of your hands. And then open your eyes and remind yourself of the inner world that's supporting your outer world. And when you're ready to rejoin the world with this awareness, I thank you for allowing me to be here today with you and to share these practices. Wish you peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. peace, peace. Namaste.